What day is it today? The date? The month? The year? Did you get those answers right? Oh, I hope so, especially the judges. Those questions are part of the mental health test we use to evaluate our more mature citizens. So, how is your brain? Do you exercise it daily? Or is it perhaps a bit like your body, maybe a little neglected and out of condition? The remedy for both is simple. Use it or lose it. Mr. Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters and guests, dementia, what a frightening topic. And yet, as a nurse, that's how I spend my working day, dealing with dementia in the elderly in their own homes. Leastways, I thought that's what I did until the other day when I discovered I was referred to as a marble counter. A patient's son greeted me in the driveway of his mother's home. "Hello, are you the marble counter?" His mother had told him I was coming to visit her to check whether she still had all her marbles. So, are you utilising all of your marbles to their full extent? Or is perhaps technology robbing you of your brain power? Use it or lose it. My first personal brush with dementia was very sadly with my father, a stoic Polish man who had survived so much. A pilot in the Polish Air Force, a prisoner in a concentration camp. He was my hero. I absolutely adored him. He was 82 when I travelled to England on a much anticipated holiday. We sat chatting, for a good 2 hours in the lounge over countless cups of tea. He then shuffled into the kitchen and said to my mother, "That's a really nice girl out there." Where did we meet her? Such a bittersweet moment, and yet to this day I hang on to the fact that at least he liked me. That night I heard noise coming from the kitchen and found my father had taken every single cup out of the cupboard and was busily filling them to the brim with sugar. In my half-sleep I said to him, "Dad, what are you doing?" He looked at me as though I was the one that had lost all my marbles. Simply said, "I'm making a cup of tea." Well, we sat and had a cup of tea together. A very sweet cup of tea. Another moment in time I treasure. I wish someone could have warned me that this time could come, and that it could come so unexpectedly. I hadn't said everything I wanted to say. I hadn't asked everything I wanted to ask. Would there still be time? I was watching my father disappear from me before my very eyes. This brave Polish fighter, this man that I adored. There was still so much more to say. I wasn't ready for this. I just wasn't ready. This is the sort of thing that happens to someone else's father, not your own. Are you ready? Is there someone in your life that you need to communicate more with, to say all those things you want to say? Or are you letting their brain go idle with lack of conversation between you? Use it or lose it. Talk to them. Keep that candle burning bright within their brain with the day-to-day realities of their life and routine. The day I said goodbye to my father, I was very, very lucky. He knew I was his daughter. He knew I loved him to bits. He hugged me, so tightly, and told me he would love me forever. We were blessed to share this time together, for we both knew we would never see each other again. So I urge you to think about your brain and the brains of those that you hold dear. Are they being used to full power? Challenge yourself and your family each and every day. Do crossword puzzles, jigsaws, play cards, add up using your brain, not a calculator. Your brain is there to be used on a daily basis. Listen to the news, have an opinion, know the date and the day of the week. Excuse me? What does it matter? Does it really matter? Of course it does. It matters to you and you and you. I beseech you, on behalf of all of those that love you, prevent that visit from the marble counter. Remember, use it or lose it. Goodbye, Dad.